Hey guys, oh, I have the wrong banner up. It's been one of those days already. Okay, there we go. Thursdays at 3 ALT. How are you guys doing today? Thursday, March 25th. Y'all, I'm tired. I'm tired. It must be show week. We have a big show opening tomorrow. We are all working so hard at it. Cannot wait for you guys to see. Of course, we're talking about The Wizard of Oz. Finally going to be on our ALT stage. But before that, before we want to talk a couple things that we have going on at ALT. Yes, we are about to travel down the Yellow Brick Road, all that good stuff, but there are, of course, other things going on. In fact, right now, there are 3 shows in some sort of in existence, if you will. First, we want to say kudos again to Always a Bridesmaid. They had a great 2-week run, added performances, sold out. They were absolutely fantastic. So congratulations to the cast. Peggy Levitt, who was the director, she did absolutely amazing job. Also, we want to send our condolences to, of course, Alan Shankles, whose mom passed away at the end of last week. We're all praying and thinking of you and your family, Alan. Hope that you are getting to spend some good quality time with your family. Other shows that are rehearsing right now, of course, Good People. They've moved finally over to the Adventure Space, where they were going to have their show in November. Then with different things that we've moved it to April. So be on the lookout for that. Tickets are on sale. I believe season ticket holders go on sale right now, and then public next week. And then, of course, Matilda has started back up rehearsals. Another show that was supposed to happen in the fall, and then she kept moving down the pike. They've started dance rehearsals and all that good stuff. They're doing an absolutely great job. So some of our cast members, including Miss Michaela, our assistant academy director, they're playing double duty back and forth with rehearsals and different things like that. So they've been doing an absolutely amazing job. I'm going to get right to, we have kind of a double doozy today. We have two kind of things, two segments, if you will. My first guest I want to bring on is an ALT amazing warrior. We've known her more so from her stage appearances. She's been in absolutely so many amazing roles. Quite the dancer for sure, has been an academy instructor for us. And so she has some amazing news that she brought to ALT a little while, maybe a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago now. And so I'm going to bring on my dear friend and absolutely amazing, just fantastic dance partner. I'll have to ask her. Let me bring on Miss Christine Hodson.
Hi.
Christine, how are you doing?
I am wonderful. How are you, Jason?
Doing good. I'm doing good. I'm a little tired.
That's understandable. You're only doing how much work? How many shows?
So many things, but it's going really, really well. Were we ever dance partners? I can't remember.
White Christmas.
I knew we did the show together, but duh, opening number of White Christmas. Of course, yes, the tap number, Happy Holiday. Thank you. So sorry. I was thinking of I Love a Piano, and then I was thinking at the end when we all came out and sang White Christmas. But yeah, me and Christine, we cut a rug in that tap number.
Oh yeah.
Pink and neon green costumes.
We mastered those flips.
Oh yeah, the flip was fantastic. I have a rehearsal video at some point I'm going to dig up and I'll post it again. That was awesome. Christine, okay, we've missed you. You haven't been on our ALT stage in a little bit of while because why? You've been so busy with what? Another role called Mom. Right?
Yeah.
Fill us in, remind us what you've been doing since we've last seen you on stage.
Oh my goodness. Well, I have 2 sons. I have a 5-year-old and a 10-month-old. Both are messy little boys, but soon we may have another academy student in the fall. So that may be something that we start signing up for soon. Really excited for that.
Love it.
And working. I work for this amazing company called Oasis.
Yes.
Which, we are about to get into.
Yes, Oasis. You guys, if you don't know about Oasis, look them up, contact Christine, be like, I need to know more about Oasis. Real quick, I have a comment, and it says Facebook user, but I bet you it's Braden's mom. She says, hi, Jason, I'm filling in for Braden since he's at work. Hello! Our number one Thursdays at 3, Braden Dalrymple, always watching. I love it. Okay, so yes, let's talk about Oasis. What is Oasis, first of all?
Oasis is a manufacturer, and we are an e-commerce company for air purifiers. We sell across the globe, of course, and America is our number one place where we do sell our products. But with COVID and everything going on right now, we've definitely had the opportunity to make a lot of donations to places in need, such as theaters. And yeah, we sell air purifiers, and hopefully we're able to help people have better quality of life through their air quality.
That's brilliant, and it's so scientific. Like I all of the things that it does, I'm like, I can direct children, and that's all I can do. Like, cannot do anything. Like, if they were like purify the air, I would be like, let's get some fans. I don't like. I would not know at all the science behind it, because it's just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's so cool. You don't really think about what's in your air. You think about what's on your surfaces, but what we breathe in is really just as important. And the products that we have make sure that what you bring into your body really is safe for you. What's on your surfaces is not harmful. And people in their homes, in their businesses, in schools, especially right now with virus protection, it's just something that's so incredibly important to have on hand. When you come home from work, you want to make sure all those outside contaminants are eliminated, and our products do that.
Well, and it's, if you think about it, all of us, we purify our water. Like, we all do that. Like, when we're eating healthy, we clean diets and different stuff like that. Like, it makes sense to purify air. Like, if it's with the past year and a half that we've had, it's just, I bet your business has been taken off. How long has Air Oasis been around?
So our business was established a little over 15 years ago, right here in Amarillo, Texas.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Because a lot of times people think, oh, it just popped up. Like, oh, within the year they figured it out or whatever. No, it's been around. It's been established business for quite some time. Obviously more popular right now because of everything that's been happening and going on and stuff like that. But I love that it's right here, a local business in Amarillo.
Mm-hmm. A local business serving the nation, which is, what we want to do. We really want to serve globally.
Yeah, talk about where are some of the places, like you talked about donations, you've been able to donate purifiers across the country and in the world, really. Where are some of the places that you've been able to donate?
A really great donation that we got to do was a VA hospital in Brooklyn. That was a really important one because the vets, they deserve anything and everything, of course.
Right.
So that was a really great donation. The theater, I think, has been one of my favorite donations.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about this. What did you, like, literally, I was walking into a staff meeting and you texted me and it was like, what's going on here?
So we have a product called the iAdapt Air, which I have right next to me.
Ooh, is that a what? Ooh, is that a microwave? Is it a, I feel like, yes, like Vanna. Ooh, what? Ooh, it's a speaker. No,
this is the iAdapt Air, and this product has a bunch of great air purification technologies. It produces 2 types of ionization, which we can get into in a little bit, and then it has a HEPA carbon filter and UV technology, which UV is wanted everywhere right now because it really is extremely efficient at virus reduction. So iAdapt Air, we had some product that we were going to keep for donation, and the subject got brought up. And like I said, I'd just been waiting for the opportunity to rise for me to say, I have a place, it's local, it's my home, and I want to give them these products. So I got it approved, reached out to you so that way we could make sure that the theater was safe for your staff, your students, your patrons, your audience members, anyone and everyone that steps through those doors, whether they're in the main stage or the adventure space. We want them to be safe and comfortable.
It's huge. It's huge. So what, you came by with your team and what did you bring us?
We brought, you'll have to remind me.
I think it was 15.
We brought some, I think it was about 15 air purifiers in various sizes.
15, 15, not 1, not 2, not 3. We don't have to move around. Literally, we are going to have enough purifiers to have at the main stage, in the dressing rooms, in the studios. We're going to have them in the like around the concession, like basically, and they're so quiet. Like, the highest thing I was like, is that even on? Like, it was insane how quiet it is. Fantastic to basically just purify the air. We will get those going before classes. We'll get them going before the shows, get them going before anytime people are going to be at the theater. just another step of what we want to do to keep everyone safe. And we could not have done it. I mean, that's huge. I mean, to have purchased 15, oh my gosh, I don't even want to know how much that might have cost, but for Air Oasis to donate those to us, to the theater, when they dropped them off, it was so sweet. We have, as you all know, have worked really hard to keep our doors open, to make sure we're still doing classes in theater, and with our strict protocols, we're wearing masks, with hand sanitation and limiting, seating and different things like that. So this is just another step for us to help get audiences and everyone here at ALT feeling safe.
Yeah. So these products, they release ions into the air. So they're capturing contaminants in your air and then forcing them out by capturing them in the HEPA filter in the product. So once they're in the HEPA filter, if something is still alive in there, if it's not captured by the ionization, the UV lights behind your filter kill it on contact.
Ooh.
So as you change your filters, it's really cool. You're not pulling out this disgusting petri dish of bacteria, which a lot of people don't think about with their filters. You have the risk of releasing contaminants back into your air, which can be really dangerous. So when you change your filters, you're safe. Your staff is going to be safe when they have to do that at some point, which is going to be a while because these filters last forever. It's like 6 to 12 months dependent on your contamination levels. But
Sure.
I mean, I can't imagine that.
We might have to change the filter a little quickly in the boys' dressing room because, that just after shows. I mean, sometimes we're like, some of those costumes are sweaty, so we might be like, let's change that filter a little quickly in that one. Yeah.
These help with odor elimination too. So
studios, holla.
Those odor contaminants.
We know our dancers, and you danced for so many years. Man, dancers' feet. Not fun.
Yeah. I really thought about putting one of these in my dance bag.
Right? Yes. Oh, completely. Yes. I always joke that there would be a lot less prisons and a lot less prisoners if in each cell you just threw a ballet old point shoes from a ballet dancer or something. I'm telling you, they'd be like, get me out of here. I will be clean. I will do all the good things. I will never rob anyone because I don't want to be back in the smelly cell.
It's crazy. So it's been, I want to say 4 years since I've opened up my dance bag, and I opened.
4 years.
4 years.
No, throw it away. We'll buy you new stuff.
I know, but it was, I want to take a step down memory lane. I opened up the dance bag and it was like, oh dear God, thank goodness I have my purifier running.
Right,
He's going to be so mad at me.
Yeah.
So definitely works against
I love it.
Old dance bag smell. So.
Lisa, one of our coworkers there, said thank you so much. So excited about it. Vita, this is awesome. It's so true, Vita. It's so cool. We're so excited that we are able to get this donation. Again, thank you so much to our amazing Christine, who's amazing ALT warrior, as we already know, but her team there at Air Oasis. They obviously care about ALT, and they cared about what we were doing and how we wanted to keep everyone safe at the theater. So be on the lookout for them, guys, at the main stage this weekend for Wizard of Oz. If you see it, we're going to make sure to put stuff on it or signs on it because we don't want to put drinks on it. They cannot get wet. So we want to make sure everyone knows. We can't be like, I don't have a drink by me, but I'm going to set this right here and eat my little cookie. And then be like, no, please do not do that. We do not want to ruin these amazing units that have been donated to us. So, Christine, tell your amazing staff and everyone at Air Oasis, and again, a huge, huge thank you. And we can't wait to use them for Wizard of Oz. We're so excited.
Yeah, and our purifiers can capture mold, viruses, but they can't capture cookie crumbs. So, like Jason said.
And they capture calories. That's what I want to know. Like, if I eat my dinner in front of it, can I just lose weight somehow? Is that
freeze into it?
Yes. Right. I think that's a great idea. I mean, that should be the next level up for Air Oasis. I think it's just
that would be cool.
Yeah. So, if people can want more information about Air Oasis, where can they go?
So you can check us out on our website at airoasis.com. We have a contact us form, and then during regular business hours, you have live support with live chat with one of my team.
Awesome.
All of the support agents at Amarillo Little Theater. That was great too, but all the support agents at Air Oasis are happy to talk to you, answer your questions. If you want to send us an email, you can reach out to feedback@airoasis.com, where again, you'll be reaching my support team. And from there, we will answer any and all questions you may have. So we've yet to have one that we can't answer.
I love that. That's fantastic. I love that. And all of you ALT warriors, obviously Facebook or anything like that, go to our ALT warriors page. Be like, yo, Christine, my business is interested in this. Christine will see that and or contact me. We'll make sure to connect you with Christine because yeah, any of our ALT warriors who have businesses or want one of these for their homes or whatever, Christine's the person to go to. We want to support them for supporting ALT with this amazing donation. Again, 15 air purifiers. Fantastic.
And right now we are running what we call the reopening campaign because we're trying to support businesses, schools, healthcare facilities, you name it, with their reopening efforts to make sure that they can do so safely. And we're offering some coupon codes to get discounts for businesses that choose to place orders through us. So if you have questions about how these purifiers can benefit you, your staff, your customers, please reach out to us. We want you guys to be safe. We want your customers to be safe because that's who we are. Our motto is our family cares about your family, and that is truly the reason for everything that we do.
I love that. And I love that you took care of your ALT family. That's just
I take care of my ALT family, guys.
I love it.
So, I'm really
we get you on our stage. We can't wait for your kiddos to be in the academy.
I agree with all the above. I want to be
on
that stage. I want my kid to be on that stage.
Yes. There'll be a day when you guys do a show together. I can feel it. I feel it.
Oh my gosh, you're going to make me emotional.
I love it. I love it. Well, Christine, I know you're super busy. Thank you again so much for coming on Thursdays at 3. And like I said, look for more information about Air Oasis. If you have any questions about that, contact us at ALT or contact me at ALT. Definitely contact Miss Christine and she can get you guys all hooked up. And again, thank your amazing team for those donations. We appreciate it so much.
Yeah, super excited that we got to do it. I love Amarillo Little Theater and you, Jason, and my Warrior family. And yeah, thanks for letting me come on. It's been great seeing you and talking about Air Oasis and ALT.
Yeah, I'll email you soon and we'll chit chat some more.
Okay, perfect.
Isn't that awesome? Christine's so cool. She's awesome. Who knew that she would be just this rock star of helping us at ALT with donations and different things like that? It's just fantastic. Okay. We got a big show, guys, opening up tomorrow. I don't know if you've heard. Yellow Brick Road cast is just going to have their most amazing opening night. I have not 1, not 2, not even 3, not 4, no, 5 special guests for our Thursdays at 3. Let's bring them on. I'm going to take this little thing off so that way we can see everyone a little bit better. Let's start with, I'm going to bring you guys all in one at a time. There's Miss Zoe Parrish. Zoe Parrish, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Zoe, remind us, who do you play?
I'm playing Dorothy Gale.
Couldn't tell by that haircut. Nope, could not tell at all. I love it. Let's talk about who do you first meet on your journey of into the Wizard of Oz or in Emerald City?
I meet Miss Glinda, the Good Witch.
Well, there she is.
Wow.
Say her name shows up. There's Miss Austin Jones, our Glinda. Again, could not tell she was Glinda by that hair at all. No. Miss Austin.
I'm good.
Good. I love it. And then the first kind of crazy character you meet up on that Yellow Brick Road is who?
The Scarecrow.
There he is. And I think he's a Tin Man with all the tin he got in his teeth, but nope, he's the Scarecrow. I had braces too, Zoe. It wasn't a burn. I'm fine.
That's funny.
How are you, Nicholas?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Yes, our Scarecrow. The next up for you is who?
Tin Man.
Tin Man. There's Mr. Trevor Anderson. How are you,
guys?
Trevor?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Tired but good. And last but certainly not least, the adorable
Cowardly Lion.
Boom. Bam. How are you, Grayson?
I'm great. How are you?
We're doing good. Oh, you cast member right there already. My absolute favorite people. Look at that. I love it. Guys, Yellow Brick Road cast. That's right. If those of you who may not know, we have 2 different casts for our production of The Wizard of Oz. We have our Emerald City cast that will be performing next weekend. But this crew, along with 42 others, because we have 47 in each cast, plus an adorable dog, This is our Yellow Brick Road cast that begins performances tomorrow night for a 3-weekend sold-out run. Historic 3-weekend sold-out run. We're so excited. Those of you who have tickets, you are lucky. You're lucky that you got tickets. Our show sold out very, very quickly. So much that we knew that we were needed to expand and add some shows, and we did. Let's first talk about, and we'll go kind of in an order. Was this a show whenever we announced it that you guys were excited to audition for? Let's start with Nicholas first. Nicholas, were you like, that I'm so excited, or were you like, I've never heard of this show before?
I was for sure excited. It was because The Wizard of Oz, everyone, the show. And so it's like when you see it and you have the opportunity to audition for it, you're like, I want to take that opportunity.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. And was Scarecrow somebody where you're like, I could see myself being a Scarecrow, or what made you kind of draw to that? Or were you like, I didn't care. I just wanted to audition. And then you put my name there, Jason.
I for sure really didn't care what role I got. If I was in the show, I would be happy to be in it. But what the Scarecrow, it kind of just drew to me because I'm a clumsy person on a daily basis. So when I got it, I was like, yeah, I can do my normal daily routine and just go with it. So
walk across the stage like normal, and there's a trip.
Yeah.
Let's use that in the blocking, right? I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Trevor, what about you? Was this a show that you're like, oh, The Wizard of Oz? Okay, fancy.
Absolutely. Whenever anyone thinks of musical, it's Wizard of Oz, like at least in the top 3. And so that was just such an iconic show that I could have tried out for. And so I was really excited to, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure. And what about the Tin Man that you just, kind of, that maybe it called onto your heart a little?
Absolutely. I love how in the movie and in the show that we get to act, it's basically like his emotions are kind of like comedic, like timing a lot of the times. And then it slowly becomes more developed and like you fall in love with the Tin Man because of his emotions. And that's really cool and just great character development in that situation. And so the Tin Man was just a great character to play. For sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. Grace, I'm going to unmute you because there's a weird sound in your background. So that's why I muted you. So unmute you. We have a little buzz. Yep. It's like it's like somebody's mic is up in the dressing room, but they're Yeah. What about you, Grayson? Whenever we announced Wizard of Oz, were you like, absolutely not, I hate that?
No, I was pretty excited. It's such a classic show. And so just to be able to see on the season, oh my gosh, we're doing The Wizard of Oz, it was really exciting to see it.
Sure. And were you like, Munchkin, I want to be Munchkin number 1?
Munchkin number 1. Honestly, I was just excited to audition for the show, and so I was going to go for whoever. But then as we got so closer to auditions, I was like, you know what, I kind of want to audition for the Lion. And so I just was like, okay, I'm going to pinpoint on that one to audition for, but whatever happens, I'm so lucky to audition for it.
Yeah. It's almost just like you're adding just a little more focus just in case.
Right, yeah.
Totally been there before. It's like, I'll take anything. But I'm going to lean into this.
But I might,
yeah. Yeah. I love that. Austin, what about you?
Oh, I was super excited.
Yeah.
Very excited. Mm-hmm.
Were you like, well, and we should mention, Nicholas, you are in what grade?
I'm a freshman, yes.
Trevor, senior. Grayson,
junior.
And then Austin, senior. So one of your senior shows, you went from playing Elsa to now Glinda.
Yeah.
I like how both of your names end in no spoiler alert, but there's a moment where you might make it, you might let it go a little bit in our show, and yeah. So I just feel like there's always some weather. In fact, when it snowed the other day, I was like, Glinda, what have you done?
I got so many texts from people.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for you, were you like, that's a show that I'm excited about, I've always wanted to do, or were you like, yeah, whatever, like I'm excited because I already got Glinda, or I already got Elsa, so Frozen.
Oh yeah, I was super excited, especially for it being our senior show. I just felt like it was such a great show to end on.
Yeah,
we have movies, but
yeah.
But yeah,
this is ending this season, and
yes. I was
I
was super excited.
For people who may not know, our spring musical is always our big kind of senior, because not all the seniors get to do stuff in the summer, trips and different things like that. And also we love it that the younger kids get to experience that show with our graduating seniors and different things like that, where sometimes they don't get to be in the summer show. So it's just always historic that we've always had our senior show be the last spring show. And we're like, we're all crying. It's so sad. And then we're like, okay, see you at Newsy auditions. Okay, good. It's so sad how that is. One of y'all's fans, Callie Kilburn. I love these people so much. So excited to see the show tomorrow night. Let's just glance at Callie Kilburn's profile pic. Yes. It's like a cover of a magazine. I love it. And Zoe, what about you? Also, let's just look at Zoe's eyelashes. They are fantastic.
Eyelashes.
Your eyes are just popping.
Oh.
Well done with that.
Thank you.
What about you, Zoe? Were you like, look, and you're like, yes, which we should also mention, you're a junior.
Yes.
But you're like, just kidding, I graduate early. And so like a couple months ago, you bumped into senior. So now it's your senior show.
Yes, it is. Whenever they did like the live announcing all the shows, I recorded the reaction to it. And I cried. So I did. And I was really excited.
This is the worst season ever.
Yeah. No, definitely not. I was really excited. And Dorothy's always been a really big dream role for me. And when I did Peter Pan in Georgetown, they were planning on doing Wizard of Oz for their next season. So I was planning on going to audition for their Wizard of Oz. I was like, I don't have to go anywhere. I can do it here.
Audition for it here. I love that. Fantastic. That's fantastic. Well, as a director, I must say you all are doing an absolutely fantastic job. And it's been a hard process for those of you who are watching who may not know. Like we said, we have 2 different casts. And what we've done is basically just initial blocking. If it was small groups of people, we would have both casts there to get the initial blocking. But then from that first week, you guys really have not been together. Like we have kept you guys separate as far as rehearsals have gone to make sure that we are keeping, of course, our COVID safety protocols and all of that good stuff. But we wanted you guys to find your own characters for sure. We wanted you guys to have your own unique style of each one of your characters. Austin, I'm gonna start with you. How has it been with the rehearsal schedule? Because I've heard, parents and kids, like you guys are all like, this is the best. We love it because you guys have had breaks, but then also that's hard because you've had breaks. Like then you come back and you're like, oh gosh, this is so much harder because now I got to remember what we did like a week ago. I'm gonna have you talk a little bit about that.
So it was really nice to have breaks. But like you said, I had to like keep reading the script and making sure that I remembered everything that we worked on like before the break.
Yeah.
But yeah, and even doing the small rehearsals with the other cast and getting to see how they were doing things and but yeah, I'm enjoying how we're doing things.
Good. It's hard too because it's for us, as far as the production team goes, there are things that early on I was like, wait, don't you guys cross over here? And then I was like, oh wait, this group doesn't know that. So we had me and Michaela had to kind of come up like okay, who knows what? So every rehearsal is like, wait, what do they know? What do they not know? Where do we need to get them? And so that was a lot. I just kept feeling like I was in deja vu constantly during rehearsal. Grayson, for you, what about for you with rehearsals and you have your 2 siblings in the show with you. So has it been for you finding the line and the character? Have you guys done a lot of work at home when you're not rehearsing, or are you like, nope, I'm staying separate from my sisters because I want to come up with my own thing? Or I don't know why I envision like the Darringtons are like, okay, act 1 and go, and like the script, reading all the other characters, and I just feel like it's backyard theater basically.
We haven't been like, having like big like meetings, like, okay, here we go, whole show. But we have like, we will like go over lines and stuff with each other. And we do ask each other for like feedback. We're like, what do you think about this? Or like, how do you think I'm doing like with this,
I think that's so smart because you guys are all in the show. So what, like, it's hard for somebody to know what was going on. Like, it's like, oh yeah, that scene that you were talking about with Jason. I'm gonna take a quick screenshot. So if you hear a shot, that's what that is of the my rehearsal schedule. So I want to show you. But keep talking, Grayson.
And so yeah, that's also just like really fun to just be able to perform with both of my siblings. And also just being able to like work with them and talk with them at home because we live together. So yeah, that's just been I feel really lucky that I get to also do theater like with my family.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I love that. Trevor, what about for you? You went from It's a Wonderful Life. Grayson and Nicholas were also in that, but you had a big time role in that show. For you, how was it for then transitioning into a musical? And this is really your biggest role. You were in the choir for Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
But this is a big role for you in a musical. How has that been for you?
Absolutely. It's been really fun. I'm a very musical person, if you didn't know. And so it's been really cool to add that into the repertoire of just like, rather than just saying lines, I'm getting to sing lines too. So it's been really fun. And with the rehearsal schedule as well, it was really nice to go from every day we have rehearsal until 10 o'clock from like a nice break in between. And so, yeah, I've absolutely enjoyed it for sure.
Good. So this is just one day, because what we did was each cast had their own rehearsal schedule, because we didn't want to put one big schedule out, because we were scared that somebody would see another rehearsal and accidentally come to that rehearsal or this and that. But we have a separate rehearsal schedule. It's called the master rehearsal schedule. And this is what ours looks like. Yep. So the Saturdays we pretty much kept off, but we weren't really off because we had work calls those days. And so yeah, so that's been our life.
Yeah.
The other day, Noah was walking through the auditorium with Sadie and Hannah Stone. They were going to go look at a crew thing, and it was like y'all's first day back. And it was like, how was y'all's break? And they were like, it was great. We're so rested. And I was like, I'm so glad you're rested. I like hunched like through the auditorium. It was so pitiful. Nicholas, what about for you? This is also, one of the biggest roles that you've played on our stage. How has that been for you coming up with what you wanted your Scarecrow to be like?
It's, I would say, challenging, because you know how the show, everyone, you kind of have like the iconic role of what everyone is expecting it to be, and being able to put kind of your own little kind of personality twist to him just a little bit, it really helps kind of develop and understand your characters a lot more, which I really enjoy about the process about the show.
Well, and like I said, you guys, I think, really delve into the emotion part of these characters. You know what I mean? And have done such a from the get-go, from day one, have really kind of been like, you guys kind of were like, we want to be this kind of characters where we really push into the head and heart and courage that these characters have, for sure. I think you guys have done really well with that. Zoe, what about for you, with the kind of back and forth rehearsals and being off and then back on, and us expecting where you left off, you got to come right back on.
Right.
We didn't have time. We really did not have enough time to put two on its own cast, basically, of the show. But we've made it work, which is great. But how has that process been for you?
Like Austin said, it's been really nice having breaks. Also having that break to memorize, like, I don't know, for me at least. But it was very useful, but it was also hard because you had to come back the second time completely memorized or completely plugging in lines, and so it was crazy. Long breaks like that are hard, but they're convenient.
Well, and I felt like you guys got good rest, during those breaks. You were able to kind of like, okay, what do I need to get done for this next scene and for next rehearsal and stuff like that? No, for sure. Zoe, let's talk about your relationship with all four of these characters. So with Austin, when you arrive in Munchkin Land and all that good stuff, what do you, and Austin chime in as well, what's the relationship, do you think, of Glinda to Dorothy in the show?
She almost kind of, at least to me, kind of feels like a narrator. Like, it just kind of sets you off, like, for where I'm supposed to start, or where Dorothy's supposed to start. And just kind of gets her in the flow of what's about to happen. At least that's how it feels for me.
Sure. What about Austin? What about you?
I almost feel like Glinda's kind of like her guardian angel in a way. As Zoe said, just guiding her through what's about to happen, but is always looking out for her somewhere.
Completely. Yeah. Completely. Well, and I love her too. I mean, you really set the tone for the time in Emerald City, or in Oz, because you really have to understand how why does she go? Why does she go on this path? And what does she want to discover on this path? And I think Lincoln does a great job of kind of setting that tone with some adorable munchkins. We have to admit, you guys, the audience members, you are in for a treat when you see these fantastic little munchkins. They without giving too much away, we decided kind of not too early on, but fairly early on, to attempt something with all of the Munchkins, and it is paying off, which is really fun, with some of their looks and stuff. But I love that. I love that. And then Zoe, what about the three? Let's start with Scarecrow. How do you feel, her relationship with Scarecrow, and obviously Nicholas chime in as well. What does Dorothy need that she gets from these three characters? Let's start with Scarecrow first.
Oh, well,
I mean, Zoe, go first about this. Sorry.
Okay. So I think in the beginning, she's really just seeking attention and seeking somebody to care about the things that she cares about.
Yeah.
And whenever she meets the Scarecrow, she finds that somebody's begging to be with her and like listen to her and talk to her. And I think that's what she gets from the Scarecrow, which I think is really important for her. And she's like, oh, I like somebody wants to like be with me. Like, that's awesome. And so, yeah.
I mean, agreed. Kansas, when you're in Kansas, no one listens to you.
Right.
No one listens to you. And here comes the Scarecrow that's like, I'll listen and let's chat.
Yeah.
I love that. What about for you, Nicholas?
It's like what Zoe said. Really, he's the first one she meets, and he begs to go with her because he wants a brain so bad, and that really kind of shows her that there will always be someone there that is wanting to go with you and do something with you, and you're not alone.
Completely agreed. And I feel like I've stressed this to y'all in rehearsals. So many people quote Scarecrow and Dorothy's friendship. You know what I mean? When someone's like, "Oh, who's this?" and it's like, "Oh, this is so and so. He's my Scarecrow, or she's my Dorothy," or different things like that. Because it's just a bond of friendship that everyone immediately understands. You know what I mean? It's the first person that kind of takes her friendship and they go down the yellow brick road for sure. So you guys are doing a great job with that. Again, not giving anything away, but last night I was trying to give them a note and I couldn't. I choked and I got all emotional, and then I had to suck it up. And I think it's the last.
We're the only one.
Yeah, I was like, and then what if you tried this?
Yeah.
I think also though, it's the lack of sleep. I've been crying a lot lately. Anyway.
I'm sure.
Okay, well, let's go straight down. What about with Tin Man? When Dorothy discovers the Tin Man, what does she get from him?
Mm-hmm. I really think for Dorothy, Tin Man is a protector for her and Scarecrow both. Not to mention just the sweetheart he is. But I think he's the protector of both of them, and also a really good just friend with Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
What do you think, Peter?
I think, honestly, for me, I'm like the big defender as well, but also like Dorothy kind of grounds the Tin Man because he's super emotional, like super like crying all the time. And so Dorothy's able to like help him in his emotions while he's able to help her against like physical dangers. And she's like the emotional danger protector. So that's how I would describe
Dorothy's kind of his therapist in a way.
Yeah.
Like, tell me about your problems, Tin Man. There's definitely plenty for sure. And agreed. I don't think I've ever told you this. Ever since I was a little kid, I had a VHS. For those of you children watching, a VHS was a rectangle box that you would put into another rectangle box, and it would show on a bigger rectangle box pictures, moving pictures. And it was a movie. It was fantastic. And you had to rewind, be kind and rewind. But one of my first, I'll never forget, it was Christmas morning, and I had two, it sounds like I only had two gifts. I had more than these two gifts, but these two gifts were under the tree. Opened it up, there were two VHSs. One was Bambi, which I love. My first Disney film was Bambi. It's no one's ever first Disney film, but it was mine. I loved it. And Wizard of Oz. And I watched that thing over and over and over again. And I always wanted to be the Tin Man. Always. I don't know why. I just, probably because of the tap dancing a little bit, but I really always identified with the Tin Man for all the time. So
yeah.
I love that. That's fantastic. Okay, Grayson, let's talk about Cowardly Lion. Cowardly Lion. He's a big role. He's out there. Fun. Well, first, Zoe, what do you think her relationship with the Cowardly Lion's like? What does she get from him?
I think he's a big teddy bear for her. And something else, I mean, she takes care of Toto, of course, but he's very scared and very doesn't have any courage, and I think it's something for her to take care of.
Yes.
And
very motherly in a
yeah, for sure.
Way, for sure.
Something to care about, along with Toto, of course, and the rest of them. But that's
well, and I think it's interesting too that if you think about it, I just kind of thought about this. Your best friend's Toto. Best friend, Toto, talk to, all that stuff. And then here comes another animal that you befriend. You know what I mean? And it's the lion. So I feel like when Dorothy grows up, she's opening like the first like pet spa or something, you know what I mean? Or like some sort of animal rights movement thing or something. Like she's going to be there. She's going to help them.
Absolutely.
What about for you, Grayson? What do you think the lion brings to Dorothy?
Yeah, I think honestly it's like kind of like a two-way thing. Like we're both kind of each other's like teddy bear in a way. And I think just the whole group, I think the lion really connects a lot with the group because they're the first people in who knows how long who's shown him kindness. And so I think the lion really just connects with that. And so he feels really, once he like realizes, oh, they're not going to hurt me or they're not going to make fun of me, he really feels connected with them. And so I think that's just really beautiful that he can connect with them like that. And so it's just really fun to do that, especially with them.
Well, and I feel like we've given you guys these notes as well. You guys are definitely having fun on stage. Like it's just infectious. It just, from Austin, it just grows and grows and grows. I can't wait for you guys to see Austin in this role. She is like, some of the lines that she says, one of her first couple lines, I was like cracking up. Just her delivery is just fantastic. Austin, or before I go, I'm just trying to load up this photo because we're talking about the Cowardly Lion. Give me 2 seconds because it's loading. I know that I wanted to play the Tin Man, but a couple Halloweens ago, a big group of us, I got to be the Cowardly Lion.
Hey.
Oh my goodness.
Aww.
That's my dear Annika, who was our Dorothy, and that was me in that. So you guys know that headdress that you have backstage that we were using for a little bit?
That's it.
That was it. It's just really mad now. But anyway, that's
incredible.
Let's talk about real quick about the show. Obviously, it opens tomorrow the 26th and runs through April 11th. When you guys knew that it was selling out and stuff like that, and we kind of approached you guys like, could you guys maybe do extra shows or this and that? Were you all like just on pins and needles hoping that you got a third weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's going to be an interesting weekend because you guys will go back and forth on days. You guys will have basically all of that Saturday. So you'll have 2 shows on that Saturday, which we've yet to do 2 shows. We will this Saturday. We'll get you and Sunday. And so how do you guys make sure you have enough energy to last you not only this week, but twice in a day?
Make sure is a loose term there, Jason, but we Red Bull, that's how I would describe my energy. But yeah.
Too bad our show's not sponsored by Red Bull.
Sadly, that would be awesome. But no.
Last night I was really dragging. I really wasn't sure how I was going to get through the night, but the adrenaline of this show is ridiculous. Like, you never stop. Nobody ever stops.
Yeah.
And so it's just, you can't focus on how tired you are because you're just in the moment the whole time.
For sure.
So adrenaline would be my answer.
Yeah, and we should mention, Austin, you are not just Glinda. You get to be an Aussian because Glinda has some downtime. So we're like, let's put Austin as an Aussian. And then you're dancing in the Jitterbug number. Which, talk to us about the Jitterbug number because it's not in the original cutting of the movie. So people might be like, what's the Jitterbug number?
So it's one of the spells that the Wicked Witch of the West casts. And it's basically a whole bunch of us being jitterbugs, and the jitterbugs have magical powers that make all the characters dance, and to where they can't stop, so they get super exhausted. And it's one of my favorite numbers. I love that number. That's
Alexander. We need to mention that she's of course has choreographed this show and has done an excellent job all across. But Jitterbug is absolutely fantastic. It's so cool. I secretly want to put it. Until how tired I see after y'all are done, and I'm like, nope, I'm good. With that, Christine and my Christmas, I'm good. I love it. With the show, I want to talk about real quick about your probably the other character who has almost as much time, doesn't have as equally amount of time as stage time as you, Dorothy, but almost, and that is your adorable Toto. little Bentley, my little dog Bentley is playing. We have these 2 great photos of when we did our Globe News pictures. You there with me with the treat off camera. I love that photo. Him looking just absolutely fantastic. The way we got that photo is we put peanut butter right on Zoe's face. Yep. Didn't ask if she was allergic. I probably should have. We should also mention that Bentley, we will be doing a huge photo dump tomorrow, I think, if not later this afternoon. We've been using the hashtag Bentley in Oz. We want to thank Merrick Pet Care. They sponsored Bentley, and he got an opening week gift. We ended up getting to open it yesterday. Look at the treats they sent Bentley. Little star. They sent him some little fresh kisses so he has good opening night breath, some treats. Those socks are way too big for him, so I guess his dad's going to have to wear them. But, we thank you, Merrick Pet Care, for sending Bentley an opening night gift for his opening tomorrow. Let's talk real fast. Zoe, with this show, what are you hoping audiences take away from?
Just to be appreciative of what you have. And like, times are insane right now, of course, still. I don't think anybody expected us to be in the same place we were last year. Of course, it's gotten better, but, I don't think anyone expected it to go this long.
Sure.
And things are changing every day, and it's such a good escape. This show is such a good, just 2 hours to not be in COVID land. And that's really, really nice to experience, but also just to be appreciative where you are, and that there is beauty in all change, and that, it's going to be all right.
Yeah, I love that. Grayson, what about you?
It mirrors what Zoe says. I think a big message through this show is that sometimes you don't have to look for something that you really want, because you already have it, whether it be something, a person, or something within you, like confidence or a heart or a brain. And so I think that's a message that people will take away from it, along with just escaping from the crazy world that we live in.
It's such a good reminder that what we're searching for might already be within us. We just haven't learned how to express that yet, or tap into that. What about you, Nicholas?
I think just the heart of the show, and that through all the emotions and all of that there is joy in life, whether you're searching for something within yourself or trying to find someone else there to be with you. It's just, you have fun while you have the time, and just take and be appreciative of what you have through crazy times or calm times and stuff.
Yeah, I love that. I love that so much. Trevor?
I would say fun. I just want the audience to have a great time, because the whole show is Dorothy hates her life in Kansas, so now she's in party land in Watts. And so I'm excited for everyone to see how awesome and fun the whole dance numbers are, and the musicals, and just how bright and colorful everything is. And just to basically, once again, just escape from right now, which we're living in a kind of sad little world, but right now we can escape into a 2-hour little show about Dorothy. Yeah.
Just get entertainment for sure.
Exactly.
What about you, Austin?
So everything that everyone has said, I totally agree with. And I want them to also get from the show that home isn't necessarily like a place. There's a song in a different version from The Wizard of Oz, and one of the lyrics is home is a place in your heart. And I think this show is a true testament of that.
For sure.
Because she was always home, where her heart was.
Yeah.
And so definitely want them to see that on stage.
It's so interesting, because I think this show, especially with you guys and our amazing cast, we always say it, that ALT is basically our home away from home, right? We call ALT home. We're sometimes at ALT longer than we are really at home. But it's great. And it's a fantastic place to be at. And so I think it's fitting that, in a weird way, that this is one of my last Academy shows as Academy director. Michaela coming back as Academy. She'll be the new Academy director, past student. It's this whole home kind of sense, and I just absolutely love it. It's so fitting, so many aspects of this show, for sure. Some of you who may be watching are like, wait a minute, I'm confused because I thought other people were in this cast. Yes, the Emerald City cast we will hopefully have next week before their opening. They'll have a show that day, that Thursday, because they open on a Thursday. I wanted to show this photo of you and Miss Hannah, Dorothy. That was a great photo. And we want to let everyone know we have literally been still practicing all of our COVID safety protocols. In fact, we wore masks. Last night was the first night that our cast did not wear masks on stage. They still wore them backstage. Shout out to Crystal Burns and Jamie Laird, who have done fantastic job costuming the show along with their amazing team. There's so many moms and family members and volunteers that are sewing and fixing and gluing, and it's just absolutely amazing. They've done a brilliant job. They've had little mask holders backstage for people, and it's just absolutely fantastic. So we've been still practicing all of those safety protocols, of course. The photographer from the Globe News shoot got this great photo. I love that. But you can see me, I was still wearing my mask. Oh, sad. How sad that I was wearing the same outfit that I'm wearing right now. Anyway. We want to let audiences know, of course, when you come to the theater, we're still expecting you to wear a mask. We want still safety protocols, all that stuff. We still are social distancing. We know things are getting better, which is great. We want to make sure that everything gets stays that way for a little while before we start kind of going the opposite way on our protocols. We're getting steps there. We're towards Matilda as well. So we just want everyone to know, audience members who come see the show, yes, still wear a mask. Enter the side doors. You'll still get your temperature check. No food or drinks in the auditorium, all of that good stuff. Are you guys excited? I mean, tonight is our final dress rehearsal. So excited. Hopefully that everything still runs smoothly. I still have some sound cues that I need to fix and different things. I still have some work to get done before tonight, but I'm so excited. Some people, hello. Owen says, hello. We're so excited to see the show. These kids are amazing. Carla, love Noah Lang. Yep, we all know love. He's been working so hard. Sarah wanted to tell you hi, Austin.
Hi, Sarah.
Phone calls. She's very upset. Courtney says the jitterbug is Aiden's favorite dance. You are so amazing. All of your answers made me cry. I love that. You might be doing some crying when you guys see this show because, man, I get emotional just watching all of you on that stage as well. You guys are absolutely doing a phenomenal job leading our cast. And I cannot wait for your audiences to just give you all the love back that you've been pouring into these roles in this show. There's one of our alumni. Preston says, wish I could make it. Break a leg, everyone. Miss you all. We miss you too, Preston. We hope that you're having a great time out in Oklahoma. I love that. Gaston, our Gaston is sending some love there. You guys, I know are so tired and have been working so hard. I appreciate you guys being on Thursdays at 3 today. We will have hopefully the Emerald City cast next week talking about their show and their experiences in the show as well. And I hope our Amarillo audiences are excited. Not only Amarillo, we have people coming from all over to come see the show. You guys are in for a treat. I can't wait for you guys to experience our wonderful Wizard of Oz. Last moment, Zoe, what are you feeling right now? Like just about the show in a word or two.
I am so excited. I'm so excited for people to see it and see how amazing all of you are. All of you over here are. Yes.
Austin?
Again, so excited. I'm just ready for people to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All of our work.
Mm-hmm. Nicholas?
I'm ready to go. I'm just ready.
Ready. I love it. He's ready.
Yeah.
I would say giddy. I have been I don't know. I've just been really pumped to do this, and I've been almost shaky is how I would describe it. But yes, I'm excited to go on stage and just perform my butt off. I'm excited.
Grayson?
I'm excited. I've anticipated it for a long time, and I'm so excited for to get this in front of people because yeah.
And I failed to mention, we should talk about assistant director Michaela Guerin, who's absolutely brilliant. Of course, we mentioned Brandon Deller, music director, Beth Alexander, choreographer, our production team, Velvet Knight, Noah Lang, our amazing costumers we've mentioned, Kim Wood. She came in and did literally masterclass makeup sessions, tutorials, prosthetics. The makeup is fantastic, guys. Oh my gosh, it's just brilliant. Tana Robertson designed our beautiful set. Notice I did not show any photos at all of our set because I want everything to be a surprise for our audiences. Our amazing, on the one Saturday that we had off this week, I was flying down to Dallas, picking up an Oz head, picking up a Glinda crown, different things like that, driving things back. And so we're pulling out all the stops for this show because we wanted to make sure that everyone just when they got back to ALT that they just, like you said, had a sense of home and felt entertained for sure. Oh, Gary Palmore, I am too. He's so excited. I love it. I'm pumped about the show. It's fantastic. Well, I gotta go fix some sound with you guys. I wish I could talk more. I think Miss Tana's adding some more bubbles, if you will, to Glinda's bubble. That might look a little different. The Emerald City panels. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for you guys to see them. I might have gone a little heavy on the apples and the apple trees when you guys see them. There's some more apples. So I can't wait for you guys to see the work that we've done in the past 24 hours on the show. So I gotta go, but you guys have a wonderful afternoon. Those of you watching Thursdays at 3, don't forget to tune in next week, every week Thursdays at 3 o'clock for all your information about what's going on at ALT. Again, ALT main stage for the Wizard of Oz, running starting tomorrow through April 11th. Be on the lookout on Facebook, on groups, on messaging. Get on wait list if you don't have tickets. Try to get your tickets by hopefully somebody else canceling or different things like that you can get them. And we will see you guys in just a couple of hours. Hopefully everyone has a good rest of your Thursday. Laura says, can't wait. Yeah. Graham and Hannah's mom, or dad there. See you later. I love it. Anyway, so we will see you guys soon. And everyone else, hope you have a great Thursday. Talk to y'all later.